Alright, we're live.
Okay.
Okay, so we will start the meeting for the Town of Webster Zoning Board of Adjustment. It is October 8th, 2024. And we can start by having the secretary take attendance.
Alright, Marty Bender.
Present.
Barbara Drown is absent. Barbara Corliss.
Here.
Guy Rochelle is absent. Dee Blake.
Here.
Barbara Clages. And Susan Roberts is absent.
Okay. I guess we'll do the minutes after. Okay, so, do you want to read the application?
Never mind.
Oh, look at that.
Your list.
We now have a full.
Full five.
All right.
EA.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Okay, so you checked off Guy as being
Yep,
here.
I just
Okay.
did.
All right, so would you read the application?
So we've got a application from Bill, and I cannot pronounce the other name, Craver, with the mailing address of 860 Battle Street, Webster, New Hampshire. Tax map 5, lot 14-1. They are looking for a special exception to the zoning ordinance for an accessory dwelling. They are homeowners and are downsizing, moving into the Webster home with their adult children as an accessory dwelling is the purpose of the addition and renovations, and the addition fits well within the setback requirements. So, that is their proposal.
Okay, so, let me tell you the procedure. We start by having you tell us exactly what it is that you want to do, and we will at any point ask you questions. We then hear from anybody else who wishes to speak in favor of your application. Again, we'll interrupt with questions. Then we hear from anybody who wishes to speak in opposition. We then let anybody who's speaking in opposition, we ask them questions. We go back and forth. Anyway, so then when I finally have enough evidence, then we close it. I open up a discussion by the board. The board will almost always make its decision tonight. After its decision, either you or the opposition, then if, depending on which way we go, if you want a rehearing, you have to file that within 30 days, stating the reasons why. And if that does not go your way, again, also for the opposition, you have 30 days in which to file with the Superior Court. So, why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, just explain what you want to do.
Hi, William Craver, Bill. This is Basha Petlicki.
Basha, okay.
Basha. Good Polish name. Yes, we currently reside in Henniker. We have a house on Long Pond. But as we have gotten older, we've decided that it would be nice to downsize. We both dealt with parents that had issues as they got older. And our youngest son and daughter-in-law and their new granddaughter, who just turned 7 months, were gracious enough to say, hey, yeah, we wouldn't mind living with you. And so we've decided that we would buy, they saw this house. We happened to be on a cruise, and we bought the house at 860 Battle while in a fjord in Norway. Yeah, they saw the house, they went through the open house, loved it, said, hey, this is great, and we trust them enough and say, okay, fine. And we went through the process with our realtor, via long distance, to go ahead and buy the house. And so we hired Hallmark Home Improvements
That's us.
Incorporated to build us an auxiliary dwelling unit. Literally, the house is single story, but it has a basement, and we're just gonna build out from the basement, the ADU.
Yeah, it's a walkout.
Yeah, it's gonna be a walkout.
Single story,
Hmm?
single story?
The house is, but it has a basement.
Thinking of the wrong house.
Yeah. Yeah. So, just a little background on retired Air Force. My wife worked at Colby Sawyer as a professor. We're both retired. So,
So the floor plan is showing the basement of the existing house, that's the
Yes.
front footprint, and then there's a main living space above that.
I hope your 860 Battle Street's really in Webster and not in Washington, New Hampshire.
I'm sorry, I
I'm
didn't
sorry,
make
I'm
up
a
that.
writer, so that's the first thing I noticed. It's like, zzz.
That was my mistake. Still haven't seen that. We do a lot of houses in Washington, so.
Well,
My
Washington,
mistake.
Webster, same thing.
Yeah, that's another
It's like
20 miles.
Here's the interesting part. Look, the shirt I'm wearing, Lake Shikagaman, Shikagog, Shawanagungamon. It's in Webster, Mass.
Oh, yeah, it was one of
And
those
a
two.
lot of my family live in Webster, Mass. I said, well, we're moving to Webster, New Hampshire.
Well,
It's better.
it's a better place. You'll like it here.
Yeah, yeah. And Winnapocket is a lot easier to say. Sorry.
Okay, I'm a little confused. I was thinking when I looked at this, that this is the addition you're building, it's
Yes.
all of this?
That's the
It's from just the main house back.
And this is the main house?
Yes.
Okay, so, and this is one floor?
But that's the
That's the
basement
basement.
of the one floor?
The basement of the one floor. Okay, so what's above it is where
Our son and daughter-in-law.
son and daughter-in-law live?
Yeah, they've already moved in.
Okay, got it, thank you. That checks one of the boxes in the list.
Yeah.
I got a question. How many bedroom and bathroom is the existing house right now? Or as it was when you bought it?
The existing house has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths.
2 baths. And you're gonna add another bedroom and another bath.
Yep.
What's the septic system designed for?
5. We just had it redesigned.
You had it redesigned?
Yep, we have a new septic plan.
Okay. You submitted that to the state?
Yep.
Yeah. And when are you gonna install that?
We weren't planning to install it. We're supposed to have it on file, right?
Has the septic system been enlarged to,
Not currently, no, just the design has been enlarged.
I think what I'm hearing is that you're not gonna do it until the addition is approved. But you will do it?
Yeah, my understanding is with the state, you only have to have an upgraded septic design, you don't have to actually install it until that one fails.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Have you
not
never
the-
heard of that?
No, that's not the way I understand it.
Me either.
You have to have a fully engineered, constructed, and installed system that is big enough to carry the entire facility.
Well, my understanding of it, I've done many of these in other towns, and you just have to have an updated
Oh,
septic
that makes no
design.
sense to me at all.
Okay.
No sense. You can have a design for 50 bathrooms and bedrooms, but if you own, if it's not installed, what use is it? What good is it?
Because they don't want to impact the homeowner to have to rip out a perfectly functioning septic system.
It's perfectly functioning. You're just gonna enlarge either the tank and the field, or just the field.
Right.
What did they tell you had to do?
Just get a new design on file with the state.
What did they design?
I've got a copy of it right here.
Did they design an enlarged field? Or did
I
they-
believe that they added a tank. I don't know if they enlarged the field. So it would be like this. That's the house sits on, this is Battle Street. So this is the updated system. That's a second tank.
Do you know what's there for a field now?
I believe it's a 3-bedroom.
3-bedroom? So it only makes sense that they would enlarge the field as well, and that's not that big of a deal. And installing a second tank isn't that big of a deal. But that has to be done.
So you're saying that even though the system right now is designed for 3 bedrooms?
Yep,
Right, you're gonna put on a 4th bedroom,
yep.
right?
And another bath.
Right, but you're saying that even though it's gonna be over what the system is designed for, you're not gonna have to do it until the system fails?
Correct, that's a New Hampshire law.
It seems kind of
That's news.
weird.
Can you look that up?
And it doesn't matter how many bathrooms you have. You can have 1,000 bathrooms on a 1-bedroom septic. It goes by how many bedrooms.
No, I agree, that's, I wasn't sure which one it was,
Yeah.
but that
I mean, I've done hundreds of these.
no, that's fine, but
News to me.
Yeah,
it just makes no sense. Why,
It doesn't, does it?
I don't understand why
Install
the
the-
state would only require him to file it, but not build it.
That's right, so in case of a failure, or somewhere down the road it may fail, you have a plan in place that can be quickly expedited.
if
and have it
if you
fixed.
put the correct system in, it won't fail.
I understand that, I'm just telling you
No, no,
how the law reads. I mean,
Yep.
if these guys wanna upgrade it right off the bat, then we can upgrade it right off the bat, but that's just generally how the rule is.
I mean, obviously it'll cost, you know.
Well, yeah, of course, but they're enlarging the house,
Right.
adding more people to the house. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
And so do you have any idea where we could find this, the rule of the state, the state?
I mean, I could try and call Dan Higginson who designed the plan. That might work, or I can try and find it online, but the cell phone service isn't spectacular in here.
Either that or I can call NHDES subsurface division and ask them.
All right.
And I'm certain of it, because I've done a million of them, just like
Okay.
this. And by a million, I mean probably like
So
50.
Russ knows where to find it.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Moving on, how many square feet in the addition?
750.
Exactly, huh?
We try to squeeze out of it every little bit we could.
Who is the owner of the house? Is it you or the son? You two own it, and you'll be living in it? Okay. And I read something about select board approval. You must have gone to the select board first. Who sent you here?
It says the application goes to the select board and they refer it to us.
And
So
refer it
they
to
would
us.
know. Yeah.
which the select board streamlined that by allowing me to do it.
Right, rest
instead.
of
I was gonna say, how
gotcha.
come I didn't see that?
No,
Was I
because you
sleeping during
voted
that
like
meeting?
2 years ago.
It's in good hands, your hands. It just seems kind of funny to me that.
Yeah, that's what you guys said at the time. It felt funny that I had to bring the application to you, then you had to deny it, and then it came back.
I'm just gonna step out and try to.
Instead of just having it
That's
go to
always
me.
happened.
Thank you.
Right.
But I mean, it's just kind of weird. You wait till the system fails and then you're gonna play games with it and,
Are you talking about the septic?
yeah, the septic.
I was thinking one step further than that. The town is on the hook in case, you know, health and welfare provisions, that if somebody's septic systems fail and they don't have money to do it, then they can turn around to the town and say, help me, help me. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it's old colonial law that's never been erased. So if they aren't living there, the next people can do it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd be loath to allow a septic system that's not built for the addition on the house.
yeah, a lot more people.
A lot more people, yeah.
Well, It doesn't make much sense to me either, but we'll also find out if this is the state's policy.
Can you do that tonight?
No,
Like,
sure.
they're not open
Right,
tonight.
yes.
That's what I was thinking.
Anybody.
Huh.
No, we can just, we can do this contingent on, right? But anyway, let's keep going.
Yes.
Leaving aside the septic system. So obviously, the well is no problem, right?
We just put in a new pump.
I think the rule just says adequate water supply, so.
Yeah.
Artesian well, is it, or just a regular well?
Well, it's only that big around. It's got a
Probably
wellhead
artesian.
on it.
Probably artesian.
Yeah,
It's
I
not a dug
believe
well.
so. Yeah, it's just an artesian. The house was built, I believe, in 2002.
Oh, not so
Oh,
long
okay.
ago.
Yeah.
860 pounds.
Yeah, is this, which side of Clothespin Bridge is it?
It's right across from the police and fire department.
Oh, okay,
It's right there.
okay.
Yeah, it's a little over 3 acres.
You guys wanna read this, this is the,
Already, yeah.
You
want
found
me
it.
now? Well, this is what 5G references for expansion of a load on a septic,
Ah,
if you wanna.
would you be so kind as to read it out loud?
It's long and wordy.
Let's see if
So
we
it
can
says-
digest
It
it.
says, prior to the expansion, any structure or occupying any existing structure on a full-time basis which would increase the load on a sewage disposal system, the owner of such structure shall submit an application for approval of the sewage disposal system to the department. Application for approval shall include one of the following. A, evidence that the existing sewage disposal system meets the requirements of the department for the intended usage or the town's minimum standards for use or occupancy prescribed under RSA 48A11, whichever is more stringent. So I believe that says, either it has to meet the town's minimum design or meet the load requirement that they're requesting, right? Whichever is more stringent. The design for a new system which meets the requirements of the department for the intended use or the town's minimum standards for use or occupancy, whichever is more stringent. The fee for application under this section shall not exceed fee charged for the new design applications. No construction or operational approval shall be required from the department prior to expanding, relocating, or replacing any structure that does not increase the load of the sewage disposal system, which would not apply. Property is non-residential. In the application, the proposed expansion, relocation, or replacement complies with the requirements of the Shoreline Water Quality Act. How far is it from a river?
Quite a ways.
More than 250 feet?
Hmm?
More than 250 feet?
Oh, gosh,
Yeah,
yes.
so you
Oh,
wouldn't be
yeah,
under
yeah, yeah.
shoreline. Under
Yeah,
either
it might be.
approach, once approval for the sewage disposal system is received from the department, work may commence on expanding, relocating, or replacing the structure. Construction of the sewage disposal system is not required to satisfy the requirement of this subparagraph. Requiring a person to comply with the provisions of paragraph 1 before taking action, which would increase the load in the sewage disposal system.
Does that actually answer the question?
no,
Not to me.
it's kind of vague.
Yeah. Nowhere did it say in there you had to actually expand the system that I see in that statute.
So how many people will be living in the house? It's you two and
There's
your
4
daughter?
adults and 1 child, 1 baby. And before this, for 14 years, it was 1 man
Mhm.
that lived in the house.
Can I just clarify something? I got a letter as an abutter, but I don't think we're talking about the same house. I thought it was the big blue colonial
At the top of the hill, the old fish
on the
house.
river. I live across the road, so it's not
No,
that
this
nice.
is this is down by the police station.
Well, I'm not abutting you then.
Yeah, no, not
I
at all.
don't know why I'm here.
Probably within a circumference of.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have any opposition anyway. The only question I had was about parking, because those people have a lot of vehicles, but it's not you,
I
so.
mean, we would have to expand our property quite a bit, wouldn't we?
Okay, then I'm going home.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
They just read the regs.
It's nice to meet you. My last name is Tchaikovsky.
Oh,
I know
all right.
how to pronounce your name, since I said.
So, she is one of your neighbors. She's one of your neighbors.
Yeah, right.
Any luck?
Okay.
No, I had to leave him a message, I'm hoping he's gonna call back.
Okay.
Trying to find it online here, but it's very
Well,
slow.
apparently we looked also.
We found it while you were
Yeah,
out,
they found
and
it.
it's
Oh, they did?
very vague,
Yeah, clear as mud.
clear as mud.
I've probably got a dozen of these that are
Well-
sitting in my office right now that we got the septic approved from the state, and then if it ever fails, they can implement it. That's the way it's always been.
Seems so weird, because what if it takes 50 years to fail, and that would be a very antiquated system by
Well,
then?
on-
Why
on
would
top
they
of it, how
require
long
that?
do
I think it's-
systems last?
I guess if it's working, right, it's either gonna fail
When
from
you bought the
increased
house,
load
was
or
the
it's gonna
septic system
work.
inspected?
Yeah.
And was it cleaned?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, again, one man was living there for,
Yeah, but
you know,
Not much of a load on it?
no, very little.
And still now, even though it's a 3-bedroom becoming a 4-bedroom, there's still only 2 bedrooms being used. You know, maybe that's one of the reasons why, I don't know, I wasn't present when they made that law, maybe it's a hardship because replacing a perfectly fine tank, I don't know the
Yeah.
background of why it's that way, but I definitely know that it is that way.
according to your plan, they're adding a tank, not replacing the tank that's there.
Yeah, or adding a tank, yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
And enlarging the field.
Not enlarging the field.
Yes, I think they are enlarging the field. By
Me-
what I saw on his plan. If they're enlarging the system, they
Yeah.
would,
That's the if.
if,
Yeah, for the,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, it wouldn't make sense to put 2 tanks in and not,
Well, that's how he drew it,
Just
is
a
it
giant field.
added a tank,
Mhm.
a second tank in line with the first tank.
that's a reasonably new system. How big's the tank now? Is it like a
You know
1250?
how big the tank is.
It's a 1,000-gallon tank now.
Yeah, it's a pretty good sized tank already.
Yeah. Odd that we have not come across this before.
It is kind of strange that, I've never heard this before.
Me either.
I've only been on the committee a
Well-
little while.
Well, on the other hand, you know, we haven't had that many
Yeah, true.
of these, you know.
That's
with
true.
It's the
the
first one
access-
for me.
Yeah, I mean, we've only had maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 of them over the years.
Yeah.
You know, and that probably just never came up,
Yeah, right, exactly.
yeah.
I think they were a little less picky like 20 years ago about loads on septic tanks too. Now everything's a lot bigger.
So,
So, there's,
within 20 years?
Well, like 20, 30, you know.
Yeah, because that sounds like
They
a
really stepped it up, yeah, 20
little more
ish
recent.
years ago was, the wheels were still pretty good, yeah.
Okay.
so you don't have any diagram of exactly how are you going to divide up the additional, right? I'm assuming it's right over here. Is that where the addition is gonna be?
Yeah, where you see that long front porch, there's like a deck there in the front, that's the ADU portion. not the deck itself, obviously, but the,
Oh, okay.
So you're adding a basement and this? No,
we are doing some remodeling in the basement for the son as well, yes. There's a couple of rooms down there that are, you know, they're gonna change the function of it and whatnot. There's already existing bathroom down there and things like that,
right,
so.
yeah.
So technically, it's a two-story structure, but it's a walkout with a ranch, you know, when you pull into the front, it's a ranch basically.
Okay. So I guess I'm confused. This piece behind the porch,
Can I come up
is
there?
it, yeah. Is this foundation already in place?
No,
No.
no.
So you adding a full basement under that?
So this is the existing right here.
This is existing.
Yep, that's existing, that's the garage. We're adding this piece right here and then the porch
Is it
on
a
there.
slab, or is it
I think
No,
you
it's
said
gonna be
it's
on
a
the foundation first.
walkout
full
basement.
foundation, or?
Yeah, it's a walkout. This, currently, right now, there's like a double sliding door that goes out. So we're gonna get rid of that and make it so it's, you know, all finished.
And then the upstairs will be all finished, or
There's no finish, there's no upstairs on
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's a single
Because
level just off the
this
basement.
drops off enough for its level enough, so
Exactly,
you
yeah.
can add,
Yep.
okay.
It's on the riverside? The addition is going to be down toward the river?
Well, it goes towards the river,
Yeah.
but
it's still,
it's gotta be 250, 300 feet away.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking that's the prettiest place to put it, is away from the
Well,
road
yeah,
and
we're gonna have
look
the
at the
deck
river.
down
and-
there so we can,
Yeah.
because right now, as I said, we live on a pond, so we have a deck on the pond, so.
Looks like you have a lot of trees to trim though, to see the river, between you and the river.
Well, when the leaves fall.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I found it. Took me a second, but this is in the accessory dwellings in New Hampshire. It says a new septic system does not need to be built unless the existing system is unlicensed or has failed. And they have a current one on file with the state of New Hampshire. You only have to upgrade it if the current system's from a really old house and there's nothing on file at all with the state.
But
You
since
have
this
some-
was built in 2002, did you say?
Yeah, yes, and they definitely have one on file. That's how we were able to upgrade from there. Otherwise, they would have shut it right down.
How many gallons per minute from the well, do you know?
I'm sorry?
Gallons per minute from the well.
Gallons per
It's not
minute from
something
the
I would
well.
know.
I think 7.5. They
I
just
can't
put in.
read any of this that's on here, it's all,
They're
Yeah,
very small.
it's not just small, it's
We-
smudged.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
got moved a bit on the copier.
They got construction notes about septic system on here, can't read it.
Yeah, the well's in front of the house,
Uh-huh,
and the septic system's out back,
in the back.
yeah.
Oh, you got better eyes than I do, can you read that?
Yeah.
Sure.
smudge-proof glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, it's from '01 anyway, the date on this, drawing is '01. I don't think I have any other questions.
Who used to own that lot? Do you remember? Who used to own that property?
Oh,
Absolutely.
I can't remember myself.
I don't know. Do you remember the name of the seller?
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Oh, good, you're doing that too.
Buckley?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Buckley?
Buckley.
Buckley.
Buckley's.
The name
Yeah, he wasn't
Bogart
the
is on
builder,
this
he wasn't the
design.
original owner.
Yeah, the name Bogart is on this design from '01.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
so
so
that
that
wasn't-
wasn't there.
that might have been the previous owner,
Yeah.
the original owner,
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah. John Buckley, yeah.
We have another Buckley that lives in town too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, out near, Winnapocket.
Yeah, Winnapocket, yeah.
I was thinking that the people that owned that house are the ones that bought the Fisher House. Who bought the Fisher House?
The Knowltons.
But I thought they lived right next door and they were creating, like
Yeah,
a
those are the
place for their mother-in-law.
Yeah, those are the kids.
Okay.
So the Knowltons, I think daughter lives in the next house down.
The next house toward Closepin Bridge?
No, other side.
That's where I thought this house was. The next house that side.
I'm thinking the wrong way, because we got, if we're looking this way, we got the Fisher house.
Yeah,
And then you got the next house over here, which is
down near the river.
down near the river. Those are their kids. And then I think your house is the one over here.
On the other side of
On
the
the other
road.
side of the Fisher house, on this side.
Oh, then I've got the wrong house in mind. Okay.
Yeah.
They're both down
On the
hill.
other side of Closepin Bridge, you mean?
No,
No,
this
on
side.
right
Brown
across
Street.
from the fire station.
I was thinking it was the next
No,
one
no,
to
right,
the
on
Fisher
the,
House.
on 127, on Closepin Bridge Road, or past Closepin Bridge Road.
But he's just said that they're right across the street from the police.
Okay.
It's not right across the street.
It's like an angle. It's like a.
Are you talking about the ones that are down near the river? Yeah, I look at that driveway and think, oh my God, that's a, Nantucket sleigh ride in the wintertime.
Yeah,
Down there.
that's our house.
That's your house?
Yeah.
So the next house, toward Closepin Bridge Road from you is the new blue one that's sitting up close to the road?
Oh, no, that one, there's
Yeah.
the one close to the road,
Yep,
then we're next down, and then the next house is further down
Is further
than
down.
we are,
okay.
yeah.
So I was right, it's the one next to the Fisher House down the hill.
Well, you can't see the house from the road.
Our house?
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit,
A little bit,
Yeah.
not all of it.
because,
I
and
thought,
there's evergreens, so yeah, it'll.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that was the people in that house were the ones that bought the Fisher House.
No.
I'm wrong?
You're wrong.
Okay.
They own the little
I've been
white
wrong
one.
before. You're wrong again.
They're right between the Granite Root Construction guy's house and the Fisher house, so I know everybody who lives in
I don't
this
even
section.
know my neighbors, so
Yeah.
good God.
I know where everybody lives in this town at this point, or at least especially on this section of the road.
I can't read much on this, but it says they have a 1,250 gallon tank.
Oh, you got that much
I
off?
got that much off of it, yeah.
What was that?
It's a 1,250 tank.
Did you know when it was
Oh.
built?
This
Oh,
was
really?
01.
That's an 01 drawing.
Yeah, it's a pretty new design. Looks like a decent sized leach field.
Can't read
How
it.
can you,
Say it might
how
have
can you
something better.
read?
I don't know.
There you go.
Literally, there's not many numbers I could get up there, but I could get the 1,250 of the tank description down here. It's not a little, just smudged as much. Jeez. And I got like
Hats off to you for your
two
eyes.
times glasses to help.
Man, good eyes.
Good eyes.
Technically, and
You got nothing else? All right, so I'm satisfied with what he had to say about what the state's politician, not politician.
Position.
Position,
No
close to
politician,
election,
please.
yeah.
So are you gonna be changing the driveway?
We're hoping to add a section to get them a little bit closer to the house on the opposite side. It's drawn in there as well.
But there's only one driveway.
Yeah, it's just, we're just extending it down. It's the same driveway.
Yeah.
You just going around the garage?
Yeah.
That side? Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
Come to think of it, will you have garage space?
We're thinking about trying to add a garage in there for them.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that garage is, big enough, well, 3 cars.
It's 2 cars.
What is it?
It's 2 car garage,
28 by-
yeah.
28 by 20 something? Almost 30? It's a decent size.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody have any more questions?
No. Welcome to Webster.
Thank you.
You'll like it.
Nothing more?
Yeah, we'll be here eventually.
Right.
All right, I guess there's no one else to ask.
Okay, then, I'll open it up to anybody who's in opposition, which is kinda, I don't see nobody else here.
She was here.
But she wasn't in opposition, though.
Yeah, I know. She just wanted to know where we parked. Okay.
All right, so I'll close this and open up the discussion by the board. So, seems to me that it is,
Go.
yeah, I don't see any problems with it,
I don't either.
especially since he says, you know, he's got that filed with the state.
Yeah.
So that if it does fail at some point, it's on file.
You did say it was on file.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, got it. I saw it, but I wanna make sure it's
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
actually on
definitely,
file.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
The town already approved it too, so,
Already
Oh,
approved.
okay.
yeah, they
Yeah.
already went through our office.
Right,
Gotcha.
Okay.
and it's obviously, like you just said, it's 750 square feet, you know, right there.
Right on the money.
Right.
So do we need a motion to approve this?
Sure.
I'll make the motion to approve it.
I second.
Okay, take the vote. Ross?
1 second, just gonna take my notes. Marty,
I'm in favor?
Barbara,
Aye, aye, Captain.
Guy,
Yes.
Dee,
Yes?
Robert.
Got enough already, but yep.
All right, and then it passes, 5-0.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you and welcome to
And the
Webster.
approval letter.
Thank you.
And then I'll figure out about the building permit, because I think you probably will need to file the building permit.
Okay.
And then we'll get,
Are you gonna reach out to me, or shall I check back with you in a few days?
yeah, I'll try to reach out to you. I think I have your card somewhere in here. If your number's not on here.
Yeah, it should be on there, that's the application.
Yeah, if this is your number, then I got it.
Yeah,
And I can reach out to you, and I'm gonna mail out the approval.
excellent.
All right?
Appreciate it, thank you.
Thank you.
problem.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. This is the easiest way out, without too many steps.
I'm okay with these.
I don't really know, I came from downstairs, I thought, I think we'll go right back up this way, or go upstairs.
So show for the town meeting.
Yes.
Oh, you can volunteer for the zoning board.
Right.
Volunteer for the zoning board and come to town meeting.
Let's go this way, I think this way.
Oh, okay.
Town meeting's in March. Town meeting's in March.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And show it for the movies.
Free
Oh,
free
yeah. He serves popcorn.
I don't know when that's from.
All right, minutes.
Okay, minutes.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
So can I make a motion that we accept the minutes?
You certainly can.
Okay,
Second.
that's what I'm doing.
I would second that.
All right. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. So, there's no longer the draft.
Has anyone
There
heard
now.
about Bobby?
No,
And you know, nothing,
Put it out.
Any recent,
he's in the hospital.
I know that, you're right.
Seems like he's
any
been
recent
there.
update?
I have heard no recent
No,
updates.
Yeah.
How long has he
Who
been
was in
in
the
there?
hospital?
When did I get that? Like about a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, it was a couple of
2.5
weeks ago. I
weeks
can always
ago.
reach out again and see if
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
news.
You didn't get it? She sent an email.
You know
Send
what?
it.
I haven't been going down and checking my stuff for a while, so I've been trying to do everything else, since I'm not working on newspaper, but I got one more I'm doing one more and I'm done. So,
What do you mean, one, you're gonna make?
one more for October,
Oh, really?
yes, and then
Oh.
I'm done. 41 years, I think I did my time,
Yeah, I'd say so.
so,
So Bobby's in the hospital
Yeah.
with a severe infection and,
Yep,
ooh,
Is it
Or he was.
pancreatitis again?
yeah. So it's, I think that's
I
right.
think he said it, I think it was pneumonia and a severe
Oh,
infection.
geez.
I think it was two
Septic-
things.
Sepsis?
Yeah, sepsis, yeah, that's what it was.
Ooh, that's
he's in
not
bad
good.
shape.
Yeah,
ooh,
He's had worse,
Yeah.
remember? Yeah.
oh, wow.
I thought, well.
yeah, I thought he was done
Didn't they
last
have,
time.
didn't they?
Yeah,
they
he
have
was in Boston, wasn't he?
In a coma?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Sepsis
God.
and pneumonia, I'll
Last
keep you
time.
posted.
I never hear anything that's going
That
on
was
in
the
town.
23rd of,
People think I know
Pneumonia
everything
and
that's
what?
going on, I don't know anything that's going
that
on.
was the 23rd.
Wow.
It's like
So 2 weeks.
just over 2 weeks, yeah.
Well, I hope he's doing better. Can I leave? I'm
Yeah.
We
going.
gotta have a motion to adjourn, you wanna do that one?
Yes, I will. Motion to adjourn, sir.
Somebody else wanna second this time?
Second, third, yeah, I it.
All right.
All in favor of
Aye.
it? Got
Aye.
it.
Aye.
We're out of here at 7:13. Gonna go turn off.
Okay.
I think we're
Nice to
faster
see
last-
everybody.
last
All
night.
right, stay out of
I
trouble.
guess I have to put away the popcorn machine.
You have to put it, why?
You got a ride?
Yes, thank you.
Where's it going?
Yes,
Back in
I'm
the
going
library?
to Concord right now.
Do you need to put it back in the library?
No, no, no.
Just keep it here?
It's, yeah.